Viceroy of Greenland. First came the Dorset, ghosts of the frost, o'er Baffin Bay where the sunlight is lost. They carved out a life on the edge of the world, before the red banners of Vikings unfurled. Then Eric, the outcast with fire in his eye, fled Iceland's cold judgment for a new northern sky. 25 long ships set sail for the west, but the hammer of Neptune put them to the test. 11 were swallowed by the salt and the foam, 14 survived to find a new home. Oh, the ice is a kingdom, the tundra is gold, a saga of iron, a story of old. From the eastern heart to the western shore, the Norsemen are rising to conquer once more. Through the mist and the thunder, the prophecy seen. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland. 600 farms in a warm epoch's light, 10,000 Norsemen prepared for the fight. From middle to western the settlements grew, under a sky of a cold, brilliant blue. But the Thule arrived like a wave from the west, ancestors of Inuit put to the quest. In a single great surge from the north to the south, they took the cold land from the dragon's own mouth. The Norsemen vanished, the Thule remained. Then the Danes took the coast and the Inuit chained. But when Nazis loomed and the Danes gave away, the eagles of liberty entered the fray. Stars and the stripes over glacier and peak, the giants are waking, the masters are weak. The 47th rose with a plan in his hand. He looked to the north at the great frozen land. I'll buy it with silver, the president cried. But the Danes in their towers, they laughed in their pride. He returned in his glory with a vow and a blade. By gold or by iron, the deal shall be made. Who shall I send to the fjord and the snow? Who is the hero to make the land grow? Oh, the ice is a kingdom, the tundra is gold, a saga of iron, a story of old. From the eastern heart to the western shore, the Norsemen are rising to conquer once more. Through the mist and the thunder, the prophecy seen. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland.
Once we sailed the 7 seas in the Iranian Navy, with a swagger in the breeze. In the Iranian Navy, we could do as we pleased, hearts full of pride and bravado. Once we arrogantly threatened every nation on the breeze. In the Iranian Navy, oh, raise up your glass and sing it loud and wavy, for the bold and brave sight of our Iranian Navy. From the Gulf to the foam of the Western Sea, we were masters of the tide and the spray. But the wind has turned and the cannon's gone silent. Who now will answer our plea? Once we ruled the raging foam, now we've no fleet to call our own. with our beards so well trimmed in the Iranian Navy. Steel beneath our boots and salt upon our skin in the Iranian Navy. Our friends invited us to Cape Town, proud and free and bold. Sailors on shore leave at Simonstown, stories bought and sold. Naval exercises with our friends from Moscow and Beijing. We already missed the brief fling. Our presence made Arab nations tremble. Our blockade made oil prices treble. All together, the bold, brave, mighty sight of our Iranian Navy. Oh, raise up your glass and sing it loud and wavy for the roar and roll of the Iranian Navy. From the straits to the storm-lashed quay, we were thunder on the sea. But the dice were cast and the wager played, and pride went down with the fleet. Now we sing in taverns dim and cold of stories grand and growing old. Then the Iranian Navy, our supreme leaders played chicken with the dawn. Now all our ships are gone, rusting at the bottom of the sea. With whom shall we plea? In the Iranian Navy, mighty no longer sailing a lost dream. We see our song of lament and anger scream. Twisted hoax, a metal lie, billowing flames of despair. And a mighty Iranian Navy is no more, just smoke upon the air. We want to surrender, we have no future. We can't even get a dinghy in the water. No harbor light, no guiding star, no compass left to steer us far. So raise up your glass and sing it loud and wave for the ghost of the Iranian Navy. Though the fleet lies cold beneath the foam, we'll drink to the days we ruled the brine. For once we sailed the seven seas and did as we pleased in the Iranian Navy. Once we sailed the seven seas. Ha! Once we sailed the seven seas. Iranian navies.
That just keeps happening. Oh, embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Welcome back. Raise up your glass and make it wavy as we remember the ghost of the Iranian Navy. The ghost of the Iranian Navy. The ghost of Mrs. Muir. Poltergeist indeed. Well, what was no longer is. Welcome back to the program, folks. How's it going? No longer is. No longer is. The ghost of the Iranian Navy. Yes, yes indeed. How's it going? How you all doing, folks? Do you know what it's time for? It's time for this as well. You ready for this? Been a while. It's so funny. Yeah, they didn't like the baby Wyatt. I broke the internet. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo doo doo. Here we go with that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Wyatt baby's at it again. Wyatt baby, here we go again. One more time. I mean, it's just insane Oh, it's been 3 weeks. Okay, get a grip. I mean, honestly, people have no idea what's involved here. A thorough background investigation must be completed. You have to prove who you are, where you're from, what you're saying is true. That has to take place. There's an administrative process that has to take place. Interviews have to be conducted. Medical screening has to be done. All this stuff takes time. That's long overdue. Given the emails I received in the past 24 hours, that was definitely long overdue. Davy Jones Locker, that's where the Iranian Navy's at. Postcards from Davy Jones Locker coming for the families of the Iranian Navy. Howdy, Findok. What's going on in line of sand? Where is the effing goat? Well, the goat is here too, man. We can show you the goat too. It's goat. No, baby, it's just a goat. Here it is. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here it is.
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
Out of the mouths of babes. Out of the mouths of babes, man. I love it. 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 You guys seen this one? This one's pretty good too.
His charm is so contagious.
Oops, it's not there. What the hell? That sucks. Are they all gone? What's going on here? What's going on here? That's not good. I'm missing another one here. Where's my other video at here? Huh. Admiral Akbar's missing too. Interesting. Yep. It's an effing goat. No, baby, it's just a goat. No, it's an effing goat. It's like, why listen to those kids? TikTok, they do the AI baby stuff, man. Those things are hilarious. Is everybody okay with a little profanity tonight? Because those things are so funny, man. Those are so funny. I got to turn the volume down so we don't get in trouble here. But start. Let me try to find one. They're so funny on TikTok. We're going to talk about some stuff tonight, but man, those baby things are so funny. That's not it. Watch the one time, every time I'm looking for these damn, oh, here you go, here you go. Here you go. This is good. Hang on, I hate this. You can't start over. They just keep Oh, my mom says something. Okay, so the little black kid is a stand-up, but barely standing comedy. Barely standing up is hilarious, man. So here we go. What the hell happened there? That's not what I want.
I have to eat my vegetables if I want to get big. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom? I have to eat my vegetables to do that? You sure? So I know for a fact your ass didn't get that big eating no motherfucking vegetables. Mom says...
So I told you. You got to live with a friend here. No, you didn't get that big eating vegetables. I'm telling you, Mom. Keep the kids away. Keep the kids away. Some of these are really funny. Here we go. Let's try this one. This has got 1 million views. Let's do this one here. It's got 3.7 million.
My brother won't shut up about 6 and 7. He says they're the funniest numbers ever. I'm like, bro, you telling me they're funny at number 2? Because that one means poo. Ain't no way 6 and 7.
What happened? Ain't no way 6 and 7. Is that it? Oh, it just quit.
Mom says I'm the reason she drinks. Well, you know what, Mom? Sometimes I wish you drank me instead of all the siblings I don't have, so I would have had to see you fuck up your ass every night.
Okay, that was just messed up. No idea what the babe was saying. These things can be so funny. This one's got 1 million views. It must be good.
Number 5.
Mom says I have to eat my vegetables
That's it again.
if I want to get big. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom? I have to eat my vegetables to do that? You sure? So I know for a fact your ass didn't get that big eating no motherfucking vegetables.
Number 4.
Mom tucked me into bed and whispered, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Wait, did you just say there are bugs crawling on my bed biting me while I sleep? Why would you tell me that? Bro, I haven't slept in like 3 fucking days.
Number 3.
I just turned 1 and I've already got a drinking problem. I really gotta lay off the boobs, man. Night after night I keep getting tit-faced.
Number 2.
I had a play date with my white neighbor's kid and he asked me if I still breastfeed. When I said yeah, he's like, gosh, you're so lucky you get to drink chocolate milk every day. I'm like, the fuck did you just say?
Number 1.
I said a swear word and my dad threatened to wash my mouth out with soap if I said it again. I'm like, do what you gotta do, Dad. Just promise me you won't use the same bar of soap that you wash your fat fucking ass with. personal space. I'm like, well, yeah, Mom. Can you really blame me? I mean, I lived all the way up inside your personal space for 9 fucking months.
Number 5.
Mom said my uncle is a swinger. She said it like it was a bad thing, but I totally get it, man. I mean, I love swinging too. Like, I go on swings all the fucking time. Mom just doesn't get a swimmer, bro. I overheard my mom says I have to eat my... Mom sang me a lullaby called Rockabye Baby, about a baby in the cradle rocking on a treetop. By the end, the baby had fallen while I lay there wide awake with a new crippling fear of heights. Yeah. Thanks for the fucking trauma.
The trauma.
Mom sang...
Number 5.
I cried on a plane. The lady sitting next to us told my mom to shut me up. I'm like, come back, bitch. You just went from sitting next to a crying baby to sitting next to a shitting baby. Mom tucked me into bed and whispered,
I saw that.
I said a swear word. And my
Number 5.
I just told my mom.
What?
All y'all motherfuckers still exist when you leave the room, huh? That's fucking wild. I thought y'all was fans of
Okay, that one wasn't so funny. Anyway, that stuff is hilarious. Swim in our neighbor's pool and listen to David Letterman's show. Wow. Oh, gosh, some of them, those aren't even the funniest ones. I've seen far funnier ones. It's just, I'm in a loop now. It's got the one. It's got it. So yeah, TikTok is cancer for the brain, but sometimes it's just funny.
It was a goddamn scam. My mom laid me down on one, gave me a fresh diaper, and when she picked me back up, I was still the same fucking baby.
Baby changing tables. He didn't change. He's still the same baby. Anyway, enough of that. That stuff's hilarious, man. I'm sorry. Hey, Alma Sunflower, how's it going? Too funny, man. Too funny. Anyway. So raise up your glass and make it wavy as we cheer the ghost of the Iranian Navy. Yeah, indeed. Anyway. Yeah, TikTok's when you want to shut off your brain, exactly, and just don't exist. You just want to veg. And that's usually, I mean, if I watch TikTok, I don't do it for months, but then usually like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's stuff like that. And I also like the stuff where they like, they do like Alphaville, Forever Young, and they do pictures of famous people, and they show pictures and video of them over the years. It's just amazing. 14 years, 22 years, 18 years, 35 years, just amazing. I should do that. I should make a Forever Young and put myself on the TikTok, pictures of myself through the years. Pretty wild. That's exactly what TikTok is when you shut your brain off. Yeah, indeed. But my brain is wide awake at this hour. 97 people here. Oh, we lost some people. Aw, do we chase people away with the bad words? Yeah, there's a lot happening in the war, but that's how wars are. They always have a lot happening. So the Pentagon has confirmed the names of 4 soldiers who died, all Army personnel, even though there's virtually no Army in the region. These were killed in Kuwait. Pentagon identifies 4 U.S. soldiers killed in the war with Iran. Captain Cody Cork, Sergeant First Class Nicole Amore, although she's staff sergeant there, it must be an old photo. Sergeant First Class Noah Teachins, and Sergeant Declan Cody. You'll notice they're all white. Pentagon has identified 4 of the 6 U.S. service members who were killed in an Iranian drone strike. 2 other soldiers have not yet been identified. It's with deep sadness and unyielding grief that we acknowledge and recognize our soldiers made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Our soldiers relentlessly, consistently, and fearlessly served with sincere dedication and pride. Brigadier General Clint Barnes, Deputy Commanding General of the 1st Theater Sustainment Command. CNN first reported the drone strike hit a temporary tactical operations center at the port of Shubai in Kuwait on Sunday. At the time of their deaths, the soldiers were serving the 1st Theater Sustainment Command. There was no siren or warning ahead of the strike to give troops time to take cover in a bunker. Cork from Lakeland, Florida, enlisted in the National Guard in 2009 as a multiple launch rocket system fire direction specialist. He commissioned as a military police officer in the Army Reserve in 2014 and deployed to Saudi Arabia, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and Poland. His awards and decorations include the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, and the Joint Service Achievement Medal. Amor from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, enlisted as an automated logistics specialist in the Guard in 2005. She transferred to the Army Reserve a year later and deployed to Kuwait and Iraq in 2019. Amor, who is a mother to a high school senior and a 4th grader, was just days away from returning home to her family, her husband, Joey Amor. She was almost home, he told the Associated Press, adding that he had spoken to her 2 hours before she died, but she just never responded in the morning. Her decorations include the Army Commendation Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, the Army Reserve Component Achievement Medal. Teachins was from Bellevue, Nebraska, enlisted in the Army Reserve in 2006 as a wheel vehicle mechanic. He deployed to Kuwait twice before in 2009-2019. His decorations include the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, and the Army Achievement Medal. Nebraska U.S. Senator Pete Ricketts said in a statement his heart and prayers are with the Teachins family as they mourn the loss of their heroic son. Cody from Des Moines, Iowa, was posthumously promoted to specialist to sergeant. He enlisted in the Army Reserve in 2023 as Army Information Technology Specialist. His awards include the Army Service Ribbon, the National Defense Service Ribbon, and Overseas Service Ribbon. Cody was studying information systems, cybersecurity, and computer science at Drake. According to school records, they described him as well-loved and highly dedicated. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds honored Cody for service, saying in a statement that he heroically answered his nation's call and gave the ultimate sacrifice. Units based out of Fort Knox, Kentucky, composed of units from all around the country who are assigned to support roles in 9-month rotations. 18 service members have been seriously wounded as a result of the conflict with Iran, and 6 have died. Yep. Hey, folks. Yeah, sorry about this. Need a moment there. Yep. 6 service members dead already, 18 seriously wounded. This is the price of war. Well, Ilhan Omar and Ayanna Pressley, Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, Nancy Pelosi sit fat, dumb, and lazy, picking up type 2 diabetes from their plump, luxurious lifestyles. Americans give their lives to defend this country while these people break it down from behind scenes traitors. Yep. So sad to see. Well, the FIFA World Cup, tickets are outrageous. I won't be attending it. You have to be richy rich to go to this thing. Demand is so high that tickets are oversubscribed more than 30 times as pricey and global unrest now in focus. With 100 days to go until the tournament kicks off, appetite for tickets to 2026 World Cup in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada is reaching fever pitch despite eye-watering prices that have fans crying foul amid global unrest after the U.S. attacks in Iran. Well, what's that got to do with the tickets? In addition to war in Iran, the country scheduled to play in its World Cup group stage in the U.S., the heavy-handed immigration crackdowns in the U.S., they're not heavy-handed, and they're not immigration crackdowns. See, this is bullshit. This is what you get with fake news, Al Jazeera, a mouthpiece for the propaganda fascist in the Middle East. There is no immigration crackdown in America. Criminals are being evicted from the country. Immigrants are welcome here. What a crock of manure. I'm afraid I might not be allowed into the country. I've decided to fly to Canada at most, but not to USA. German football fan Tom wrote, "Oh, fuck off. Tuck off, Tom Roeder. Stay in Germany, you frickin' fascist Nazi, descendant of the SS, piece of shit. Don't even bother coming here. We don't want your sorry, pathetic ass here. You assholes gave away your country. You sold Germans down the river." Hope at least the issue with Iran does not reach North America. No. FIFA, which did not immediately respond to requests from Reuters for comment, has said nearly 2 million tickets were sold in the first 2 sales phases. Demand was so intense, World Cup tickets were oversubscribed by more than 30 times. The most expensive tickets for the opening game are going for $900 and more than $8,000 for the final, while tickets in general cost at least $200 for matches involving leading nations. The cheapest tickets for the final cost $2,000. The best seats are $8,680. That's before taking into account FIFA's official resale site, where one Category 3 seat for the game in New Jersey on July 19th was being advertised for $143,750, more than 41 times its original face value of $3,450. I should have bought one of those tickets and then resold it. Wouldn't that have been something? Political and social tensions surrounding host nations are nothing new for World Cup. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said there's no risk for fans coming to the country. Yeah, right. There's no alarm regarding U.S. immigration policy, but people are taking preparation of the necessary visa seriously to avoid problems. Well, you should have a visa if your country requires it. What the hell? That's not new. FIFA is going to make record amounts of money. There's no question about that. Yep. Demand for the World Cup in USA, Canada, Mexico is the strongest I've ever experienced as director of Australia's Green and Gold Army Travel. Yep. But geography is a problem. 16 host cities across 3 countries, making it very difficult for those who want to follow their teams. Tell me about it. The Rugby World Cup in Australia is a freaking nightmare. It's a nightmare. I can only get tickets to some of the games. I had to plan it very carefully. Yep. FIFA is defending the ticket model. Unlike the entities behind the profit-driven third-party ticket marketplace, FIFA is not a not-for-profit organization. Of course it's for a profit organization. Give me a break. Who else would employ that scuzzball Sepp Blatter at a bloated salary for 30 years? Mehdi Salim, vice president of the French Fans Association, said its members are seeing more than 200% increase on what they were told would be the prices in 2018 by French Federation. Pricing pain is so acute that Salim's association, which boasts 400 members, will only have 100 attend the tournament, a dramatic drop that he attributed to ticket prices and political landscape. We feel like this World Cup will not really be a people's World Cup, but rather an elitist World Cup. Well, that I can't disagree. The Soccer World Cup has always been an elitist World Cup. It's never been for the common man, just like the Super Bowl hasn't been for the common man since Super Bowl 10. It's been for the elite, for the rich playground. For the rest of us can go pound sand. It's not for us. Spain is an evil fascist regime, and they're welcome to turn against America. They will pay a very severe price for their stupidity. They've let their country be invaded. They've kowtowed to terrorists. The Ansar government collapsed because of the stupidity in that country years ago. They are welcome to turn against America, and they will regret their decision. They will regret it. Yep. Anyway, so that's what's coming. Yep. So raise your glass for the Iranian Navy. The Iranian Navy gone. Bloop, 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 bloop. Changing the word doesn't make it less illegal. That is true. Sandy is in San Antonio, the home of the Alamo. Remember the Alamo, folks. Yep. Been there. Ooh, wait till August. I don't think you're going to be happy you're in San Antonio. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about hot? The only place I've been hotter than San Antonio in August is Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Oof, brutal. With the bubble song, yeah. Yes, that's pretty rough. Almost Sunflower. You guys are in San Antonio. Why doesn't anybody tell me this? Nobody's offered to come and do interviews from San Antonio. It's the first I heard people were in San Antonio. Yes. Yep, Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, Travis, all of them, San Antonio. I like San Antonio, but it is not my place in June, July, August, September. It is too hot. Well, it's not the same. Cape Town's nice. San Antonio's brutal. You moved in January. Well, in January, San Antonio's not too bad. Winter's pretty mild. I mean, I was wearing shorts when I was there in January in Dallas, which isn't even as warm as San Antonio. Who told me looking forward to a 20 degrees Celsius day tomorrow? 20 degrees Celsius? Where are you talking about, Mad Max? It's 35 degrees Fahrenheit here. What are you talking about? How could you have 20 degrees Celsius one state below me? Huh. So, anyway. That's interesting. How are you going to get that? Curious. Well, you're in California, though, so I live close to Pearl, actually. It gets pretty hot. Yeah, Pearl's not like San Antonio, man. I've been in Pearl in the summertime. It's not like San Antonio. Yes, I've done the Riverwalk 3 years in a row. It was the only way I survived because they have those little mist machines that blow fresh water on. You know, they spray it out into there. It lowers the temperature. Whew, man, only way I survived was Riverwalk. Some really nice restaurants down there, too. I'm sure now they're outrageously priced, but back then it wasn't too bad. I showed you guys the stuff I got, the Oaxacan pottery, which is pretty cool. I showed you a few weeks ago from San Antonio. Yep, the National Security Agency sent me there 3 summers in a row. That's where USA is headquartered, the military affiliated insurance company and finance company. Yep, they have a bank down there and insurance company. San Antonio Riverwalk's really good. Winter days currently, it's like 80s in San Antonio. See, exactly. That's already too warm. 68 is perfect for me. Anything above that, you're pushing your luck. 20 degrees. Okay, let's see what the forecast for tomorrow is here. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Rain and snow are starting here in a couple hours, and you're in Virginia, just a short distance below me. Okay, let's look for... It's 47 tomorrow, which is higher than today. But still, that's not 20 degrees Celsius. Let me switch to Celsius. Where's the Celsius at here? Why does that just let me... Oh, there we go. It's over here. Switch to Celsius. So tomorrow, it's going to be 9 degrees Celsius here. You got 20 just below me? It's going to be 9 here. Thursday will be 11. Saturday will be 20 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy, but not now. No siree. No siree. It's just above freezing right now. 35 degrees Fahrenheit. New Braunfels. Oh, that's Krautland out there, man. The Kraut settled that area. Braunfels. Okay, Sandy, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I see nobody offered to do the interviews. Yep. Anyway. Yeah. So, but this FIFA World Cup, man, well, screw that. I'm not even remotely interested in that. But I should have been clever. I should have went in and purchased a couple of those high-priced tickets, laid about $10,000 cash and take a risk that I could sell those tickets for more than I paid for them. I mean, if that guy's getting $143,000, I probably got $60,000 or $80,000 from one of those tickets and resold it. That would have been incredible, man. That would have made my day. Yep. But I never make money on those damn things. Hey, Gail, how's it going? KZN. Still summertime there. Too hot for me. Too hot for me. It's glad to see President honoring Vietnam vets. Was disgusting how they were treated by public. That's true, Harley Quinn. You're correct about that. Northwest, average temperature 45 degrees. Yeah, Otopi. I've lived up there. I've lived in the Kalahari. I was in Botswana. So, yeah, San Antonio compares with that. Yep. FIFA ticket sales are done. You can't get tickets, I don't think. You can only get them through resale now. I checked the other day. FIFA World Cup tickets 2026. Yeah, they're sold out. You can't get them. Here you go. See, this is what you get when you click on this bad boy. Thank you for visiting us. The web shop portal closes on 22 of February. Yep. If you're still interested in purchasing tickets or want to view our ticket purchase, you will be able to do so during the last minute sales phase, which will begin in April. Yep. So you can't buy tickets. Cannot buy tickets. You can get them through resale sites. So let me see if I can find a resale site. SeatGeek. There we go. Let's go to SeatGeek. See what they've got on offer. Okay. Okay, so you ready for this? This is a resale site. This is SeatGeek. Okay. SeatGeek. You can get the group stages, round of 32, round 16 quarterfinals. Okay, Mexico versus South Africa. The cheapest ticket is $3,448. That's the cheapest ticket on a resale. South Korea versus some team to be determined, $530. That's the cheapest. Qatar versus Switzerland, $372. These are all resale. Man, oh man. So let me look at Philadelphia and see what I can get from Philadelphia. It's the closest one to me. It's 2 hours away. So the cheapest seat I can buy here is Curacao versus Ivory Coast, $296. Let's click on that. And here are the tickets available. I need one ticket, not two. There you go. All right. If I want to sit down here, it's $409. Got a great view. For Curacao versus Cote d'Ivoire. Curacao versus Cote d'Ivoire. No, it's sickening expensive. Let's go check one of the other ones out here. Let's go check one of the more pricey ones. This is in Philadelphia. So let's start with the round of 16, okay? We don't even know who's playing in this game. Don't even know who's going to play in this game. You ready? The cheapest seat is $1,000. You want to sit here? $1,736. For one person. One person. Hey, what's going on, Dan Bailey? That's just freaking insane. Okay, let me get the over 110 million tickets sold. Oh, that's this website. Yeah, so I don't know where the finals are at. I want to go to the quarterfinals. It doesn't even have the semifinals here. Quarterfinals in Boston, LA, Miami, and Kansas City. Cheapest ticket starts at $1,423 in Boston. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not my cup of tea. It's soccer anyway. It's boring as all get out. It's like watching paint dry. Yeah, Petrus, I'm glad it's not mine. By contrast, if you want to buy tickets to the All Blacks, let's see if that's still out there. All Blacks Tour 2026. Tickets. Okay, let's see what we can get. Okay. Rugby's greatest rivalry. Here we go. Let's see what they got. Tickets now on sale. Okay. Okay. Where are the tickets at? Tickets. Here you go. All right. All right. If you want to get tickets, here you go. You got Stormers versus All Blacks August 7th. Sharks versus All Blacks on the 11th. And then the Bulls versus the All Blacks there. That's the... And then you've got... Okay, Springboks versus All Blacks. First test, that's in Joburg. Buy tickets. Let's see what we get here, if there's any tickets available. Ticket Shyster, UK. Okay. All right. View all events. Okay, I was looking for Joburg. Kings Park. There's Ellis Park. Find tickets. Here we go. Let's see what's available out there. I'm gonna compare. Oh, you got to sign in. Oh, hang on a second. Let me sign in. Making me sign in. Can't reveal my account number to you. Okay. So, let's see what they got. Okay, these are the tickets available for that game in Joburg, Ellis Park. Upper deck here. A few little ones down here and here. Nothing in the good seats. Let's see, right there. There are, oh, that's a handicap row, so you can't get that. Okay, they won't give that to you unless you're handicapped. That's also a handicap row. So there's no seats. Everything's sold out. So maybe down here, let's see. Here's one seat here. 1,650 rand. $100 for that. But at least you can get it. It's not $1,700. That's for much better sport. That's for that's for rugby, man. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Let me see about Kings Park. Let me see that one. Okay, Kings Park. That one's on August 11th. Show availability, match tickets. Let's see what's available for the Kings Park game. Yeah, now these are much better deal. This the Kings Park is not really selling out too well, so you can get 250 rand tickets. So let's see what these tickets are here. This is the best spot here. Yeah, C. Let's see, Block C. Well, look at that. You can still get pretty good seats, man. Look at that. 1,350 reserve seat. That's pretty good. And there's the image. You can see the field. That's a really good spot. This is even better right here. Look at that. Oof. 1,350. It's a shame I won't be in Durban on August 11th. Otherwise, I'd buy one of those tickets, man. A lot of tickets left there. It's a bit surprising. Anyway. Yep. Yep. You couldn't point to Curacao. Curaçao's in the Caribbean and Cote d'Ivoire is in West Africa. Iran is supposed to play in LA. Bucks versus All Black in September. Which game, Mad Max? Oh, you mean in D.C.? I don't know if that's even still the case. I really don't know if that's still the case. That's for SeatGeek. You have to get your tickets. It was ridiculous. Let me see. I'll look and see if there's any seats left for that game. Yeah, there are seats. Yep, SeatGeek. But it's not pretty. So this is the game in Baltimore. I'll be at that game. It's $182 for the cheapest seat. And that $182 is way up in the corner. $1,217 to sit down by the field, $455 to sit in the corner. Yeah, per ticket. Plus you've got parking, overnight in the hotel. It's just crazy. Yep, here you pay $310 to sit here. Whew, man, look at that. It's insane. $326 to sit there. $546 to sit there. That's crazy. No, other countries will support Iran. No, not going to happen. Russia's not going to help. China's not going to help. Yep. Mad Max doesn't need to get tickets. Yeah, I don't know if there's any resale because SeatGeek is the ones and there are people who are they're a reseller. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who has tickets, but you know, when you say tickets, if you need tickets, you can. So let me see if how many tickets would you need? Let me just tell me how many tickets you need. They're going to go to Matt 2, 4, and let me see what I can find. I mean, and let you know what they cost. You need 4. Okay, 4 tickets are going to cost you. You can get 4 tickets. Let me see. I don't want that. Yeah, 4 tickets. Yeah, you can get 4 tickets. There are places still get 4 tickets, but yeah, they ain't cheap, man. They ain't cheap. Seats 5 through. That's actually the 182. That would cost you over $800 worth of fees for 4 tickets. 4 tickets. Section 508. I forget where I'm seated. Let me look. I'm at that game, so let me see where I'm seated at. Where the heck is this at? I need to go to. Why is that open? That shouldn't be open there. I need to go to. Oh, my credit card has been paid. Thank you. I sent the money a couple days ago. I just got the confirmation. Samsung S26 is coming out. Ooh, I'm so tempted to jump, but it's just way too much money. Okay, hang on a second here. What am I looking for? Is it the All Black store? What did I call this darn thing? Come on, I forget what I call this. Oh, I think I put it under Springboks. I think it's what I put under Springboks Rugby. Yeah, come on. Yeah, that's where I put it. Springboks Rugby. Okay, Rugby's greatest rivalry. There you go. My ticket is in section 537. 537. That's also like the $180 tickets. What did I pay for it? Yep. $135 I paid. Now they're even higher. The fees are $85 and the taxes are $27. It's unbelievable. 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 Taxes were insane. Yep. So my tickets. Now where do I get them at? SeatGeek, I guess. My ticket, yeah. So yep. That's September 12th in Baltimore. I've got a reservation on the 11th. I'll be staying overnight. I'll go down during the day, visit one of my aunts, if not more than one. Then drive to Baltimore, park my car, enjoy myself that evening. It'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. And I'm going to have an event. The Bry Army's going to be there. And, yep. I can ask if the Bry Army has any tickets, and find out what they are. And if you would like me to do that, I have contact with them. I don't know if Mad Max, write to me privately, because that might be one way to get a ticket. I don't know what they paid for their tickets, but they got 600 tickets. Yeah, 600 tickets. So I will happily look for that if you'd like, okay? And try to find some information out of that for you. Just let me know. Oh, another one of my credit cards got paid. Yay. Yep, okay. Just file that stuff so I don't forget it. Yeah, it's really weird this month. I usually pay a bunch of bills and then I don't see any, I don't see the things show up until later in the week. And then this time, boom, they all hit right away. Vegas lost again, man. 3 consecutive losses in a row. They lost in D.C., they lost in Pittsburgh, now they just lost in Buffalo tonight. Man, so glad that I didn't stake all my time in them this year. With Venezuela and Iran off the table, straight from Rose in play, where will China get oil? Wouldn't it be hilarious if Trump talked China into providing naval assets for Gulf security? Yeah, Light Rain. Well, what's likely to happen is they'll step up their imports from Angola. Angola will start sending more oil to them. Yep. Say hello to Reese Fleiss from the Bry Army. Okay. Yep. The Bry Army. Cool dudes. Thank you, Mad Max. It is expensive, Mad Max. That's a lot of cash, man. It'll be your first rugby game in the USA you can watch. Well, that'll be cool. It'll be a Springboks game. And it doesn't happen very often. Last time the Springboks were here, as I recollect, it was it 2017? Yeah. 2017 when they came and played in D.C. So it's been 9 years since the Springboks. Yeah. Let me look and see. They played Wales here, and it was a terrible game. Springboks games played in America. Okay. Limited matches, United States. 2001 in Houston and 2018 in Wales. Yep. A major historic test match against the All Blacks is scheduled September 12th at M&T Bank Stadium. Yep. Yeah, it's huge. Huge, 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 huge. 1981, they played against Midwest All-Stars. In 2001 against the Eagles. The only time they ever played America was in 2001 in Houston. They played Wales in 2018, and they'll play New Zealand in 2026. And I will have been to half of the games that the Springboks have ever played in America. Wow. Well, you say it's not that big of an upgrade, Utopi, but I have an S21. S21. Be the first game, yep. So I'll check from the S25 and see. Yeah. But I love this phone. I don't want to, but it sometimes gets a little too much, you know. But I've had this phone for 5 years. Yep. Sorry to hear you're buffering, Vilma. Sorry to hear that. Who else is buffering? I'm not buffering. It must be you guys' connection. Yeah, it would be a huge upgrade from S21 to S26. I mean, massive upgrade. And this phone has already been pretty incredible. Sonagal is the Angolan company, and no, I don't think you can buy their stock. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go support the Mullahs. Yep. Supposedly a protest against Iran operation this week in Windhoek. Well, that's fine. Let them go ahead. These are bigot racists who are stupid, don't know actually what Iran is. They just murdered thousands of their civilians. And the country will support or join Iran? No. In fact, Iran's being attacked by its other neighbors after they attack. Why are you guys buffering? I'm not buffering. What is going on? Is South Africa's internet down? I mean, honestly, what's going on here? You must have some crappy internet down there, because I'm not buffering. Yeah, Utopia, you're in the States, so that doesn't count. Let's do it. All the people in South Africa are the ones buffering. Let's do it. Yep. All the people in South Africa are the ones buffering. Let's do it. Yep. All the people in South Africa are the ones buffering. Oh, see, that's coming up fine. I don't know about Tesla phone. Where's that Trump phone at they promised? Yep. Yeah, LD, you're also in the U.S. State-owned. They talk about selling. Yeah, it's state-owned, yeah. That hasn't happened. They've been talking about that for several years. They were talking about that when, what's his name's daughter, before she got arrested. Yeah, I don't know where the golden Trump phone is. I'm waiting. Hey, Elmarie, what's going on? Malcolm's always here. Okay. Yeah, all the people in South Africa are buffering. Wow, are the South Africans now blocking my broadcast in South Africa? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? If you're buffering, pause the video, wait 1 minute, then hit play, and that'll solve it. That'll solve your problem, okay? Normally, as long as you're getting the data, it'll just catch up, okay? So just try that, okay? That should solve the problem. Yeah, South Africa's network seems to be sucking tight. Or I'm being shadow banned by the South African authorities. That's possible. That's possible. Okay, underwater cable might have a problem again. Could be. Could be. So we've covered the casualties. We covered the FIFA World Cup. Fikiri Mbalula praises Iran. A35 and S25. Oh, huge difference. A25 is a lower model. So this is an A series. This is the latest one available in the UK. A17. I bought this in September when I smashed my screen in my other one. I picked it up at Curry's. This phone was 189 pounds. A S26 will be 1,200 pounds. So 10 times the price of this phone. So this phone is the latest. This is a low range. I don't need a phone that's complicated. It has a lot less RAM in it, and the processor is a bit slower. But it's a capable phone. It's a perfectly capable phone. So I use it. I use this for slaving when I buy data off a network. When I go to UK, I put a SIM card. I go to South Africa, it's got dual SIM. I put the SIM card in, and then I slave off this for Wi-Fi on the mobile network when I'm broadcasting sometimes. Yep. So, okay. Well, again, it depends on who they've got. So this is $189. I got it for $159 on sale, brand new. This is a cheap Chinese one that they conned me into buying when I switched because my network went away from Sprint, went over to T-Mobile. They promised me a free phone. They said, this is one of the phones I can have. I said, fine, as long as it's free. And I got this, and I got billed $900. I tried to fight the pricks, but I never got my money back. So now I'm on Pure Talk. I switched to Pure Talk. After this stupid, cheap Chinese phone was paid off. Yeah. So it's okay. It's nothing. There's nothing to sneeze about. Nothing great. No great shakes. So that's those. And then, of course, I've had my S25 for 5 years, going to 6 years now. Yeah, you can also reduce the resolution. That helps a lot too. Yep. Reduce your resolution. No more buffering in Cape Town. Okay. Good morning, Zay Martinez. How are you? What's going on? Anyway, Fakile Mbalula praises Iranians. Of course he will. ANC Secretary General Fakile Mbalula reaffirmed the party's support for Iran amid its conflict with Israel and the U.S., citing historical ties and opposition to apartheid. I mean, how long was Iran opposed to apartheid? 10 years? Critics highlighting Mbalula's omission of Iran's human rights abuse, including mass executions, torture, and repression under its leadership since 1979. But the ANC loves that crap. They've said Iran remains a friend. In 1979, things changed with the leadership of Khomeini. Their stance was clear. Iran cannot have relations with the racist, oppressed regime. The Shah's family was exiled, and they were welcomed by the apartheid regime. To this day, they still own a house in Joburg. We must not forget our friends. Yeah, two freedom fighters. Yeah.
My leader, how are you?
Is that little dickweed on the left the one that's the president just died? Ahmadinejad that died recently when he's a little boy here? Yeah, two freaking terrorists, man. Horrible people. He's an idiot. Fakine Mbalula. Yeah, no buffering in San Antonio. I'd be lying if I said I was surprised. Typical government. I don't even have buffering. You can't even get buffering, huh? Zay Martinez, I'm okay. How are you doing? I'm looking forward to Monday and the resumption of flights for people to the States. I'm also looking forward to people coming forward and say, hey, they're willing to do interviews with me. They've kind of dried up in the last few days. Haven't done any interviews or FTs. I mean, frankly, it's not something I really desire to do, but we have to keep the record straight. So Celsius thinks using MTN. Not sure who my neighbor uses for their uncapped Wi-Fi. She put on my phones. Huh. That's nice of her to let you use uncapped Wi-Fi. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I've got taxes I got to prepare for. I've got just 6 weeks left to get my taxes done. I made good use. I've put a lot together, but I still got a lot of work to do. A lot of costs I haven't captured from last year from travel and such. So let me take a look. Heather Kotza just subscribed to my Facebook. Let me go over there and see my Facebook. What's going on? Where the hell's it at? Where'd my Facebook go? Where are you hiding at, man? Oh, there it is over here. 6,400 followers. Is that still current? Let me see. I'm able to turn off the Facebook notifications. I figured out how to do it in the streaming software. So 6,400. Yep, that hasn't gone up. So that Facebook thing might just be a short-lived thing. It might not be something that lasts forever, so I don't get too excited about that. Anyway, maybe it lasts forever. Let me see what's going on in my profile here. Somebody commented on my video and made it disappear. gone. Anyway. Yeah. Moving to permanent housing March 12th. That's good. Orientation meeting. I'll do an interview with you soon. Okay, Herman. Thank you. Looking forward to that. It'll be cool. Remember, folks, this helps others. Okay? Stable, says Grok. Okay, well, maybe the State Security Agency was busy checking in to try to break into my account again. Maybe that's what they were doing. I've also put more two-factor authentication on more of my web accounts. Yeah, after that little show they had going. Okay, I think one of the Iranian ships are lying. Okay. The internet's out in Cape Town because an Iranian ship is at the bottom of Simonstown in False Bay, crushing the cable. Well, don't get too excited for Max. Let's see what his new house looks like before you get too excited. Oh, yes, all right. I put people, people already over here. We don't want to put people on that side in any jeopardy. Do your interviews after you get here. Yep. Speaking of which, I need to start interviewing other people. I also need to do something for the Truth Report. I haven't done anything for them in a while because they didn't publish my video. In fact, let me see if they even bother to put it up. Really disappointing me there. I wasted my time making a video for the Truth Report and it never got published. Really, really irritated me. Let me see. Okay. Oh, Caro Chower is on there now. Wow, we're really expanding this. Playlist. I even still have a playlist on the channel. 11 videos. Let's see. Full playlist. Nope, they didn't put my video on there. A waste of my time. I'm not making any more content for the Truth Report until they publish my videos. Don't ask me for videos and then not publish them. It takes a lot of time and effort to do this. Zay Martinez, you have different cases. His case got called, yours didn't. Yep. Wow. So. Yeah. So I just, it's not exactly what we agreed to sign up for. So. I'm looking to see who's on here now. Huh. Well, they're about to overtake me. 717,000 subscribers. Yep. Helped them get to 100,000. Hey, David, what's going on? Well, my nose is oily. Stress is real now to find work, but that's also looking up. I'll divulge more. Well, Mad Max, the stress is real, but it's got to be better than patrolling every night. You don't have to wait for the EAD. That's a myth. That's a myth. Most employers have no idea what the EAD is. You don't have to have that. You have a Social Security number. That's what they need. You have your I-94 and it's stamped in your passport, and that should be sufficient. Most employers will accept that if they even ask. There are exceptions. Not foolproof, but you can look for work. Yeah, you find an employer you impress, they might hold a position for you too. I mean, I don't understand the EADs. Your EAD should be delivered to you on arrival in America. It should be waiting for you. You've been approved, you travel over, you should have an EAD. It should be as simple as that. Shoulder pain, no more worries. Yep. Both my fam in USA. Welcome to you, both a family in USA. Well, I hope those you refugees that have come over to America are watching the commercials on my videos. I think some of you are because the advertising revenue, let me take a look and see. I think it's been kind of consistent. Let me look at analytics here. I haven't really paid much attention to it, but a month just ended. And so the way YouTube works is you paid in cycles here. So you pay it around the 23rd of every month. And, you know, I was moaning about February being a bad month for videos, but I had 4 videos that had over 45,000 views. One at 74,000. That's not great, but not horrible. And in March, I've already got one at 36,000. So it's a third. So that's not too bad. If it's okay. Yep. All right. So what was I trying to do? I was trying to look at, yeah, this is what I was looking at. So yeah, ad revenue. Let's see. Well, memberships are higher than watch base. The ads aren't making that much money. Okay, memberships actually making more. It's not that much. So yeah, super chats are way down. A couple months ago, super chats were the biggest thing. Now they're the 3rd largest revenue generator. So, and ads are second. But when we had the big audiences last year, ads is what generated money. I actually made a little bit of money off the channel for a while from the ads. Yep. So, watch paid ads. Okay. $90 days, let's see. Monetize playbacks. So for those of you who think you make a lot of money off these things, okay. So the Christmas show, I made $3.43 in advertising in a 3-hour live stream. Let's see, find something a little bit shorter. These are all live streams. Videos. I made Rocky Mountain High refugee interview. I made $3.92 in advertising. That was for Fonz's interview. Ambassador Bozell presents his credentials. Made $2.87 in ad revenue. So is Cyril Ramaphosa facing his Maduro moment? Now this is with South Africans mostly watching that video. 57,000 playbacks. I made $1.83. That ain't much, folks. That ain't much, folks. Hey, for those who think this stuff pays well, you got to have millions of views to make money. Millions of views. Yep. I did a short earlier and I never published. I never spread it around, so it hasn't got much play. Yeah. I've got some dislikes. Somebody says, remember a year ago is the same as some of these aspirants. Then I listened to you and calmed down. Now more than a year later, I can tell everyone that's new in the process. Please take what the Colonel says to heart. The Colonel's not saying it to be harsh or unsympathetic. It's just how the program is. People need to get a life and get on with it. I applied and moved on. I don't broadcast my process because it's nobody's business. I've done visas before. They take time. This is a refugee program. Obviously, it takes even longer. You have to verify everything properly. Instead of doing their homework or how the process works, some people expect to be spoon-fed every detail, then get upset if someone else gets called before them. That's not how it works. There are 1,000 cases and proper system in place. Honestly, entitlement is unbelievable. Enough is enough. Your patience is truly remarkable, Colonel Wyatt. Thank you for that. 100% correct. I have a family who are linked to me that's been waiting since February. I've arrived, but they're still waiting for flights 4 months now. We did our interviews together, but I arrived and still waiting. There's just no telling who will fly when. People should know that they can wait 36 months for an answer and processing, not months or a year. How do I know? 36 months. It's right there on the embassy website. Wow, Chris, your patience is remarkable. Some of us aren't going to be called, so be chilled. It won't come through for everyone. Well, that's not true. Name one person that's eligible that was denied the program. You can't. Not a single person has been denied that's eligible. Through January 31st, not a single eligible person. Slave labor wages. What's slave labor? Oh, you mean for the advertising? Yeah. All our interviews are done, just waiting for the email. Okay, cool. Oh, Broken Arrow, you're the one. You published one of those things. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, it was the first one I read there. Thank you. I didn't know you were here. Someone says, why people can't just be patient? I don't know, but I have to do these periodically because people don't pay attention, man. They really don't pay attention. It's frustrating. So, anyway. All interviews are done, just waiting for email. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a process, and it's not a fun process, but, you know, well, I still find amazing. People are like, how do I find out about where's the link? Where is the link? It's on the U.S. Embassy website. Where would you think it's at? I mean, let me just ask that question. I don't expect anybody here to answer because you all know, but okay, I want to apply to be a refugee in the United States. Where would be the first place I might want to look for that if I'm in South Africa? Would it be IBM? No. Would it be Alphabet? No. Heinz? No. Caterpillar? No. The White House? No. Who might handle this? Maybe the Department of State? And who do they have representing them? The embassy in South Africa. I didn't see any nasty comments in that video. Towards me? Well, they can go pound sand up their rectum because they're just crybabies. Or they're racist, whichever, one of the two. I didn't see any nasty comments. Let me see. All comments here. Maybe I didn't go far enough down. No, that's all it shows up. Why is that all showing up? Unresponded. Let me see. Newest. We'll go with newest. Apply. Well, it would be not nice to be vaccinated multiple times. No one's, you don't get my, do you listen? Well, I won't be nasty. I was going to be nasty there. No, if there's comments, my mods must have gotten rid of them. I didn't see nasty comments there. What happened to the family that Lily spoke of that hadn't disclosed criminal records? She said they had been denied. Or has that changed? Well, they weren't denied. They're not eligible. They lied. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that family. They obviously didn't reach out to me. That's a story she's relating. I'm not aware of it. All I can tell you is as of January 31st, the U.S. government confirms that not a single eligible person has been denied. Yeah, I saw that. Nota Baloya claiming that white people stole Afrikaans. Yeah. Because I'm sure that, Full was, birthed in the Northern Cape at some point, right? Yeah. Ek is vol. Strange how it sounds very similar to Dutch. Very similar to Dutch. But, apparently, like rugby, it was created in Africa. But that's not Nota Baloya's point. Nota Baloya is making a point. He has a point, but he's lying about it. The point is that Afrikaans, as it developed, was a consequence of a patois that was created from Dutch and from African languages and other things, and it all kind of came in together. And the language was picked up, kind of like Fangango in the mines, was picked up by domestics, but it was spoken by the white people too. But he pretends the white people didn't speak it, and they didn't claim it. They declared it a language, just a century ago. That's true. It's the world's newest language. But, Nota Baloya is just playing a stupid game to diminish white people and spew racial hatred. He gets away with it. He's becoming a little more refined. He's taking some historical fact and sprinkling it with his fairy tales to give it a look. I watched it. Kitchen language, grown in Afrikaans. That's what he's saying. Yes, that's what he's saying. And there's truth to that. But the kitchen language, did he think that the people who own the kitchens couldn't speak the language? Of course they spoke the language. It developed with them as well. It wasn't just developed by slaves and by domestic workers. It was developed by the people who spoke the original language. I don't know about Ross. I think that's a different story right now. Yeah. Why are you saying not everyone will be called? That's the second time I've heard someone say that tonight. Where are you guys getting not everyone will be called? Who am I lecturing, Utopi? I'm talking about Nota Baloya. Oh, look, it's a racist. Nanda Vilakazi is being a racist. Listen, dude, if you could release your hand from your sexual organ for 5 minutes and let that blood rush to your brain and realize that you're the fucking racist. You're the racist, shithead. Saying such stupid shit here. I love these fuckwads who come on here and try this bullshit. I love this, They're just fucking assholes. Just fucking assholes. Yep. So, yeah. Did you wait patiently to get your 20 minutes to be able to make your shithead comment there? Let's go there. Let's go here. This is for the benefit of the racist. Oh, what happened? A racist came in the chat. Are you not paying attention? The racist came in the chat. So what's the other one? The racist came in the chat. Yeah, we get them all the time. They have no life. They come here all the time. See, these hate-wanking racists come in here because they're vile, repulsive people. It's a black supremacist, no doubt, who can't make the distinction between people promoting the peoples of South Africa, like this video here, a tour of the Basotho Cultural Village in the Golden Gate National Park. Yes. They can't. Whoops, what happened there? Hello, folks. Join me as we take a look at the Basotho Cultural Village. A visit to the Basotho Cultural Village at the foot of the Drakensberg Mountains in the Free State will give the visitor an insight into the lifestyle of the South Sotho peoples from the 16th century to the present day. The Basotho Cultural Village lies along the R7112 from Harrismith in the eastern side of the Golden Gate National Park, or from Clarence traveling through the park. The tour begins at the Kaloa under the expert guidance of a tour guide. In my case, his name was Twice. A visitor cannot enter the chief's village and explore the way of life of his people without first receiving the chief's permission. Now, the chief is a generous host, and he'll offer you a sip of Sotho beer as a token of hospitality, and you may engage in a traditional game of Maraba Raba at the Ngaka.
We harvested that plant, make it dry, grind to be a powder.
Yeah, asshole. Go back to your cave and take your racist bullshit with you there, buddy. Little fuckwad racists like you who try to divide people black, white, and brown because you're a fucking hater. You're a sad, pathetic little hate wanker. That's who you are, buddy. Aren't enough racists out there? Oh, there are plenty of shitheads like you out there. Plenty of shitheads out there, you black supremacist fuckwads. There's a lot of you out there. There's a lot of you fucking retards out there. And white racists too, but mostly black racists in South Africa. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. Today's topic is about the loss of language. Thousands of languages around the world have gone extinct or are on the verge of going extinct as we speak today. This tragedy is one for humankind that cannot be calculated in ways that we can balance a business sheet or count those who are born or those who pass away. The loss of language is a true and grievous loss for humankind. As a polyglot who speaks 6 languages to some degree of proficiency, I've always found language to be an interesting way to understand other people, to learn about them, to learn about culture and understand the world better. People think differently. Languages are formed differently. I discovered this when the second language I learned was German. It was my first voice is left. And that is the voice of Katharina Eso, who is 88 years of age and is trying desperately to pass on her heritage of her language to those in South Africa who will listen. 88-year-old Katrina Eso, known as Uma, of course, is grandmother in Afrikaans, Portuguese, even Spanish in one location. You still here, hate wanker? You get a little too much of the love for all Africans, you fucking retarded racist, black supremacist. You still here? You getting a little education here, dipshit? Oh, there are plenty of racists like you in South Africa, but fortunately, most South Africans aren't bigots and haters like you are, buddy. Yep. Most of them aren't haters and racists like you. Yeah. You can crawl back to your little hole where you and your racist friends plot your evil behavior. Yep. Yep. So anyway, always give little retard racists a little education when they show up here. They're so hateful people. Yeah, the Basotho village was fantastic. I went out of my way to go there to Golden Gate because I promote the Tswana and the Sotho and Afrikaans as well as colored and Khoisan cultures. Absolutely. My interview with the Khoisan king at the Union buildings. The list goes on and on. But these pathetic little losers, these sad puppies with their fingers wrapped around their organ, just cannot use their brain and engage it. Really sad. Yeah, the Basotho Cultural Village, unfortunately, hasn't been maintained. It's kind of run down, which is a shame. It was made in '94 and really hasn't been maintained to any degree there. Signs are getting rusty and you see things falling apart. Yeah, it's a shame. But I enjoyed it. I was the only one there that day. Gave him a nice tip. It was lovely. Built a PC. Cool. That's nice. East Coast. Yep. No, all those things are interesting. And that wasn't even the one I was looking for Katrina Esau. So, yeah, let me look for that. There's the interview. That's the one I was looking for. Katrina Esau. So this is when I went and interviewed her. Yeah, so these little hate wankers, it hurts their feelings when people aren't racist like they are.
Toe kom Nyle met my sister en my niggie. En hulle kom sê vir my, jong, jy weet mos waar bly ons oom?
Nee, vrouw was oma opgewonden, was oma bang om Nigel komt oma bang of opgewonden.
Nee. Ek was opgewonde. Want my sister is by my, niggie is by. En ek vra vir hulle, wat soek julle? Nee, jy moet kom, jy moet saam met ons gaan. Maar hy sê ook, die blanketje is ook hier, hy kom vat ons na ons oom toe, Keimos toe. En toe
I was excited. You want my language? What do you want?
Dat sê my ma, bear my ma help vir ons.
I tried for 3 years to find a contact with her, and one of my viewers finally made that possible and got me linked up with her granddaughter, and I went to Uppington. I went up there and met with the Sightliners Civil Defense Group, but I also went up there, main reason to meet with her in Uppington. It was an incredible visit. She's 93 now. It was amazing. Very sharp for her age. What an amazing woman. Listening to her speak new was pretty cool, and her granddaughter, yeah, she's lovely. It was lovely. That was really nice, Just Another Girl. It was epic. Yeah, it was a historic interview. And we have racist, black supremacist scumbags coming in our chat who project their bigotry and racism on other people because it's their idiotic racist worldview. That's the world that they live in, of hatred. We don't have hatred for other people here. And we ban racists. So I see the dipshit disappeared, didn't have the balls to make another comment because he's a puss, he's a wuss, he's a coward, and he's gone. Love that interview with Katri. Another interesting person was Mutwa. Okay. His own people tried to murder him when young. I don't know that story. Well, one of my disappointments is that Mangosuthu Buthelezi, I was trying to get an interview with him, and it just didn't work out. But I did get an invitation from the Inkatha Freedom Party for the dedication of the center for him, the Buthelezi Center that they dedicated. And that was my trip in 2022, and he was there, and I had a seat, a VIP seat. I would have got to meet him. I wouldn't have been able to interview him. I would have got to meet him. But unfortunately, they told me about it after my trip was booked, and I left the day before the event, so I could really disappoint me. Dave Rennie, All Blacks coach, huh? Okay, cool. Cool, Vander. Yeah, they show their ignorance every time, Charles. They're just hateful, disgusting people. And they're you know, people talk about the Rui Chava and the Sfat Chava. Those people are Sfat Chava, just like the Vit Chava on the far side, the other side. No, these are dangerous people that really are ignorant and stupid. They don't have any understanding of the world. They just hate people and they hate people look different because they're just bigots and racist. And it pains them when people get along. It pains them. You know, they're the sort of people who go, oh my gosh, you called black people monkeys. No, I didn't. Who said black people are monkeys? You did. You brought that topic up, not me. The same people that say the same game, they play the same game of the white genocide game. Yep. Yeah, I didn't know who was going to be the coach for the All Blacks, and I don't care. As long as we beat them every time, that's all I care about. Oh, yeah, Malcolm, no doubt with the Coin San. Yeah, and they're great. The San were great trackers, fantastic bush trackers. Amazing people. So, ain't nothing going to break in my style. Ain't nothing going to slow me down. Oh, no, I got to keep on moving. You racists can bugger off. Leave me alone. Ain't nothing going to break my style. Nothing going to slow me down. Anyway. So many people telling us our black kids will suffer in the U.S. I cannot wait to prove them wrong. Yeah. Why will your black kids suffer in the U.S.? Does Oprah suffer? Does LeBron suffer? Did Condoleezza Rice suffer? Barack Obama? I mean, come on. What a bunch of idiots. What a bunch of idiots. These are just bigots who are stupid and don't know the life. But we got plenty of them in America. It's not like they're exclusively a South African dunderheaded crowd. We got dunderheads too. Yeah, they want you to leave and they complain when you do. Yeah, because you're subsidizing their lazy, shiftless life. That's why. No, your kids will be fine in America. Don't listen to the bullshitters. They're full of crap. Your kids will be fine. Sad part is they're just bigots and racist all over the place, and we can't avoid them. They're impossible to avoid because they're there. And unfortunately, they're often in power. People like Hakeem Jeffries, bigot. And Spartacus, that idiot from New Jersey. What a moron that guy is. Race hustler extraordinaire. Alexander Ocasio-Cortez, another race hustler of note. Ilhan Omar, one of the biggest race hustlers they're out there. Yep, we have these morons too. And then Al Green. Al Green holding a sign up saying black people aren't monkeys. Really? Wow. Thank God you told us that. I mean, some people might actually thought they were. What the hell? Of course they're not monkeys, you moron. It all comes from that video that Trump retweeted on his Twitter social. He called Obama a monkey. No, he called Joe Biden a chimpanzee. I mean, what the hell? Stupid people. He didn't call him. It was a video he just retweeted. We were on the bus Saturday. A black lady next row heard you talking Afrikaans, and she said, "Oh my God, there's Amabuno on the bus." Heard who talking Afrikaans? Me? You were listening to me on the bus, or were you talking Afrikaans? So she said, "I'm a Bunu on the bus." Ouch, 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 my hip. I just heard it. Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh. Do you find Mark Rubio's statement in War in Iran to be concerning, saying Israel stuck first, U.S. in a choice but struck? I don't believe it. I've seen it reported in the media, but I haven't heard his comment, so it's what the media is reporting. Do I find it concerning? Not at all. Not at all. The idiots must think that the United States was not going to do this and wasn't prepared. Well, duh. Yeah, we just keep a carrier group on 3 months extra duty at sea after 9 months at sea just for the hell of it. I mean, it only costs like $4.6 million a day in rations, electricity, and pay to keep people at sea on one ship. Never mind the whole fleet of ships, the cruisers, battleships, the supply ships go along with it. We just do that for no reason. Yeah. It means white people, Sally. Yep. Sorry, I missed a lot. Was there any response from Doka about Iran? No, I haven't seen anything, Marriott. Yeah, no, I mean, look, whatever holster, I really don't give two flips about what Marco Rubio says or is attributed to him as saying, because stupid people think that this wasn't a plan. If you think we didn't have a plan to attack Iran in the fashion we're doing it now since 1990, then you're not paying attention to world events. Yeah, we had a plan. And not only do we have a plan, we executed and moved tens of thousands of troops and hundreds of aircraft and dozens of ships into the area and filled up the spaces and the skies with Patriot missiles and all kinds of things. Yeah, whether Israel was going to attack or not isn't germane, other than the deconfliction of airspace. That's the only thing. And we've already had a deconfliction problem with the Kuwaitis shooting down 3 of our F-15 Eagles. They shot down 3 F-15Es. Yeah, all the crew survived, all 6 of them, but they shot 3 of them down over their own airspace. They were not even Iranian jets. I don't know what kind of fire control measures they have, but that's a problem. So we had deconfliction with Israel. I mean, this is a non-starter. Did you think Trump was not going to? Okay, first, holster. The question here is, did you think? Yeah, it means white, means the boar. Yeah, exactly. Did you think that? So the black lady thought I was a boar. I guess that's a compliment. Yeah. So, did you honestly think holster that Donald Trump was not going to attack Iran? I mean, you're saying that the media comment is that our hand was forced. Really? Our hand was forced? So we didn't move 2 carrier strike groups into the region. We didn't negotiate with the Iranians. We didn't give them an ultimatum, which they turned down. We didn't put aircraft, thousands of aircraft and refuelers and KC-135 refuelers and electronic warfare aircraft in the region and operate them. We didn't execute a plan of cybersecurity. We were forced to do it. That's horse shit. That's absolute horse shit. I mean, that's the dumbest thing ever. We executed a well-planned and well-executed cyber attack on Iranian resources. We blinded them. We blinded their radars. We blinded their communications. They couldn't talk, and that's why they're all dead, because they couldn't warn each other not to be dumb enough to go to the Ayatollah's home. Yeah, we wiped out so much of their Air Force on the ground. We've sunk their entire freaking Navy. I mean, hand was forced. Look, I mean, that's just silly. I mean, look at events, okay? I mean, and even if it were true, so what? What impact did it have? Did it mean we didn't achieve air superiority? Did it mean we didn't sink the Iranian Navy? Did it mean we didn't take out the Ayatollah and 40 of the top leaders of this criminal, human rights violating regime? No, it all still happened. So, I mean, it's a non sequitur. What do you think the exit strategy is? Must end ASAP. Why must it end ASAP? No, must end ASAP. No. We need denazification. Every one of these bastards needs to be hunted down. Yeah, and the more of them that die before it ends, the better. That's fewer people we have to imprison. Yep. Unpopular war in election year can be catastrophic. Dude, oh my gosh. Unpopular. Where are you getting this unpopular war? Are you listening to CNN polling? Is that where you're getting that from? I don't know anybody that's unpopular with. That thing kills me. Listen, holster, you've got your views, and we don't have the same opinion. You also believe whatever bullshit you read in the media without any analytical rigor whatsoever. That's your prerogative, man. That's your prerogative. But you're asking me questions, and then you refute my answers, which is also your prerogative. But then it begs the question, why are you asking other than trying to get a moment here? I don't understand. I've answered your question. It's not an issue. So what's going to happen now is that the coffee table analysts that have very limited brain capacity are going to say, the Republicans lost because of the war in Iran. That's bullshit. The media was already creating a fake narrative about, in the Democrat, affordability. Inflation is down. It's less than a quarter what it was under Biden. Prices are not rising at the same level. In fact, many prices decline. I just bought a 65-inch LED television for $318 with the tariffs in place. $318. I couldn't even buy a freaking 24-inch TV for $500 20 years ago. And that would have been a cathode ray tube, not even an LED, not even a plasma TV. So they've already been painting this bullshit narrative that the Republicans are going to lose. Oh, Republicans are going to lose. So now they're going to shift and say, well, it's because of war in Iran. It's not because of war in Iran. That's nonsense. Anyway, I don't know how to explain it in more terms. Only 1/4 of the population supports it. Well, good for you. Fox News, another fake news outlet, every one of them. A rah-rah Trump outlet. I'm surprised they're actually reporting that. He does sound a lot like Dogzilla. Yeah, he does. Sounds a lot like Dogzilla. He's trying to play it cool. We've already blocked Dogzilla. We're going to have to block Holster for being a fool. He's not being quite the fool that Dogzilla was. Does sound an awful lot like Dogzilla. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to give him a chance to step on his crank. Yeah, so... America was 47 years patient with Iran. In fact, we were dumb enough to have a moron with no foreign policy experience named Barack Hussein Obama offer them billions in bribes to behave and be good little boys. Just like Clinton offered the North Koreans billions in bribes, gave them oil so they wouldn't freeze to death, gave them food so they wouldn't starve to death, and they continued to build nuclear weapons. Of course, the Clintons are the same assholes who sold the Chinese communists stealth technology. Yeah, those fuckwads gave the Chinese stealth technology in the 1990s for money for the re-election campaign in 1996. Never went to jail over it. Whole thing just buried conveniently. The crimes that the Clintons have gotten away with over the past 40 years are shocking. All right, Louise, have a good day at work. She was Kosa. I had a good laugh. She was shocked, just Afrikaans peeps in the bus. Oh, other people, not me speaking. So what's Kosa doing here? What is she doing here? Why is she in America? Yeah, Platinum Bear makes a good point. This is unplanned war. If our hand was forced, it just shows how incredibly effective we are. Anyway, that's the bottom line with that. So, yep, that's the bottom line with that. Anyway, I think it's time that we pay tribute. We pay tribute once again, folks. Would you agree? I think it's time we pay tribute. It is. It's time to pay tribute. Yeah. No? Yeah. Do you guys think we should pay tribute? Where the hell's it at? Why do these things keep disappearing on me? There it is. It's time to pay tribute. You ready?
Once we sailed the
Seven seas
in the
Indian
Iranian
Navy.
with a swagger in the breeze. In the
Iranian Navy.
We could do as we pleased, hearts full of pride and bravado. Once we arrogantly threatened every nation on the breeze. In
the Iranian Navy.
Oh, raise up
Your glass,
and
say it loud and wavy.
for the bold and brave sight of our
Iranian Navy.
From the Gulf to to the foam of the western sea. We were masters of the tide and the spray, but the wind has turned and the cannon's gone silent. Who now will answer our plea? Once we ruled the raging foam, now we've no fleet to call our own.
Ah, shame they've all sunk to the sea. Iranian Navy.
We tacked into the wind with our beards so well trimmed in the Iranian
Navy.
Steel beneath our boots and salt upon our skin.
In the Iranian Navy.
Our friends invited us to Cape Town, proud and free and bold. Sailors on shore leave at Simonstown. Stories bought and sold. Naval exercises with our friends from Moscow and Beijing.
Pretoria.
We already missed the brief fling. Our presence made Arab nations tremble. Our blockade made oil prices
Treble.
Together, the bold, brave, mighty sight of our Iranian
Navy.
Raise up
Your glass.
and sing it
Loud
loud
and wavy.
for the roar and roll of the
Iranian Navy.
From the straits to the storm-lashed quay, we were thunder on the sea. But the dice were cast and the wager played, and pride went down with the fleet.
Oh,
Now
chicas.
in taverns dim and cold, of stories grand and growing old. Then the
Iranian Navy.
Our supreme leaders played chicken with the dawn. Now all our ships
Are gone.
rusting at the bottom of the sea. With whom shall we plea? In the
Iranian Navy.
mighty, no longer sailing a lost dream. We see our song on lament and anger scream. Twisted hoax, a metal lie, billowing flames of despair. And a mighty Iranian Navy is no more. Just smoke upon the air. We want to surrender, we have no future. We can't even get a dinghy in the water. No harbor light, no guiding star, no compass left to steer us far. So raise up
Your glass.
and sing it loud
Loud and wavy.
for the ghosts of the Iranian Navy.
For the ghost.
Lies cold beneath the foam, we'll drink to the days we ruled the brine. For once we sailed the seven seas and did as we pleased in the
Iranian Navy.
Once we
Sailed the seven seas.
Once we sailed the
Seven seas.
Iranian navies.
A tribute to the Iranian Navy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, every one of the ships that was in Simonstown is now at the bottom of the Arabian Gulf. The Macron and Negri and the others. All gone. All gone. Gone, 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 gone. Don't mess around with the Don. Yep. Yep. Yeah, the Somali pirates have more ships than the Iranian Navy. That's true. Utopia wants to know where I got those bikini pictures. I have sources. East Coast Authors is off. Good night. Mandy from Royan loves that. Yeah, so don't mess. The Clintons, that's a nothing burger. Why are we interviewing the Clintons? I mean, nothing's going to happen to them. Vince Foster, Whitewater, Benghazi, BJ's in the Oval Office, perjury before Congress, no consequences whatsoever. No consequences whatsoever. Bill Clinton actually committed a felony and was never impeached. No, they didn't. They didn't vote him out. No, yeah, look, there's nothing going to happen to the Clintons. They have a charmed life of degeneracy and crime. They will get away with whatever they want to get away with. So there's no point in bringing them in. Bill Clinton claims that he was never on a flight to Epstein Island, but there are manifests. That's why he was subpoenaed. There's evidence. Did someone just create all these did they go back and backdate the paper and the ink to, put the manifest, to create the fake manifest from 15, 20 years ago when he flew to the island? Look, who really cares? Who cares? I mean, as Hillary famously said, so some people died. Some girls suffered. That you see, where is the outrage about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton's? Bill Clinton said, "Well, it's terrible what happened." Actually, I thought Clinton handled himself pretty well, but it looks like he's a really old, sick man. Yeah, no, it was the whole thing was salacious, and I just, I don't really care what Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton have to say, or Barack, or Michelle, Mike Obama, whatever the names are. Don't care. These people are nobodies. They're nothings. I don't really care about them. They've damaged this country beyond repair. We're trying to resurrect this country now. We don't need them. They're just distractions. So I don't need them to testify. I don't need any more Epstein testimony. You're not going to prosecute anybody, so stop pretending you are. Quit wasting our taxpayer money. Either prosecute these people or be done with it. It's like the state captures on the Guptas. Nothing's ever going to happen to these people. Nothing. Jacob Zuma will never be in prison for the crimes he supposedly committed. Zandile Gumeda, never going to jail. Ace Magashuli, never going to jail. Doctors William Kesey, never going to jail. None of these. Makubele, never going to jail. These people, $580,000 stuffed in a couch, violation of customs, SARS, tax evasion, torture, perversion of the ends of justice, kidnapping. Nothing's ever going to come from Pala Pala. Nothing. EFF, kill the boar, people get murdered, the inciting violence. Nothing will ever come of that. None of these people will ever be held to account for their actions. Never, 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 never. Never, never, never. Yes, Bill Clinton absolved Donald Trump. Yep. Well, I showed you guys the video when Donald Trump called out Epstein. He warned everybody years ago. And they just ignored it. They try to pretend. So I don't have a lot of, maybe I put under Epstein. I don't keep many Epstein things. No, it's not here. Where's that damn video at? I guess I didn't name it. I got to get in the habit of naming things. Where was that at? It was here somewhere. I had it. That's a shame. I've still got it somewhere. I'm just going to have to find it. Oh, here's a classic from Scotland.
Every chief executive of every council and every government department, white.
Yeah.
Every director of a department in Scotland, white.
Yeah.
Every principal of a college or university in Scotland, white.
Yes.
Every head teacher in Scotland, white. Every chair of a public sector body in Scotland, white. Every High Court judge in Scotland, white. Every present governor in Scotland, white. Every editor of a news organisation in Scotland, white. Why?
Because you're not in Somalia, dipshit. You're in Scotland. You freaking racist pig. Because you're in Scotland. Why are they white? It's Scotland, you moron. Stupid people. Stupid people should wear signs. I'm telling you, man. Stupid people. Anyway, where is this damn video at? I'm trying to find this thing. Maybe it was further back than I thought. The hell is that? That I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Well, I don't see. Oh, here it is. Trump. Oh, this is Prince.
You raised the question.
So this isn't Epstein. He called Epstein out back out in 2008 when he first got convicted. This is Trump calling out Andrew. This is in 2015. Bloomberg. Donald Trump.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about
Look at the date.
Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
what do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it.
Yes, how many whites are in public service? How many whites live in the Inganyoma Trust in KZN? How many whites are in the government in Rwanda? How many whites are in the government of Cote d'Ivoire? Not so many. What a moron. That guy's a freaking moron. Pollster Holster's gone quiet. After someone called him out as Dogzilla, he's gone quiet. Yeah, but they hide that stuff. That was on Bloomberg in 2015. And there's video of Trump calling out Epstein back in 2008. There's this stuff, all this stuff. And Nancy Pelosi saying that illegal immigrants can't be coming in the country. They should be arrested. And Chuck Schumer saying the same thing. And they just ignore it. They're all on video. They just deny the truth. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, they're just pathetic losers, man. So sad. Let me see if I can find this one here real quick. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. It was here I wanted to go up. Come on, man. Is that no here? There it is. Pollster Holster, are you Dogzilla?
Dogzilla monster, yeah, it's too much. Hey! Bet you think this jam is all you'll play. Splashing through the Connell stream, throwing shade like it's a meme. No facts, just vibe. Each what a scene. Warning, stacking, count it out. In, tweet, 3, time out! Connell says, with a sly little grin, some journos out there, bit thick in the bin. But rocks don't tweet. They just chill, they don't spin stories or send out the bill. Life's too short for moaning and grind. Share the lecker, the truth, the crime. Chuck the ugly, leave it behind. Let the truth dance out, let it shine. No time for drama, no space for spite. We grew truth, we jam it right. Living in a fairyland, shame man please. Keyboard warrior with no real steez. Typing daggers, throwing shade. But words don't scar, they just fade. So what's your handle, winner? Be cool, be a friendly troll, not a Peter fool. Listen up, facts are fire. Smart is sexy, no need to conspire. Connell's truth, yo, it hits like a drum. Breaks the fake, makes the trolls go numb. Some peeps laugh, some just moan. Connell, leave the rocks alone. Life's too short for moaning and grind. Share the lecker, the truth, the prime. Chuck the ugly, leave it behind. Let the truth dance out, let it shine. No time for drama, no space for spite. We grew with truth, we jam it
right. That's Dogzilla's jam, man. No, Dogzilla's banned from the channel, but Pollster Holster sounds very much like Dogzilla. Someone outed him. Yep. Someone outed him. Oh, man. Someone outed him.
Crack the shell of a Baltimore dream. Old Bay whispers on a summer steam. Dip your hands in the Chesapeake tide. But frogs don't boil, they leap outside. Maryland crabs on the plate.
Yeah, tasty.
So divine. But Cyril's pot ain't catching the time. Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking logs. You can't pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick. South African shores with a fiery grin. Cyril stirring,
Yeah,
but
man.
he won't
Easier.
win. Frogs in the kettle, they leap so high.
Yeah, frogs in the kettle.
Crabs stay low, but frogs kiss the sky. Saxophones scream as the bubbles rise, but frogs escape, no compromise.
Love the saxophone. I love saxophone. Clarence Clemens on the Mike Stanley Band MSB album was incredible.
Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking laws. You can pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick.
Jazzy Crockett lost. Not a surprise. She's a moron. She's an absolute moron. Little jazz hands, little jazzy Crockett. She lost good. Let me go look that up. Crockett. Jasmine Crockett. Let's see how bad that loss was. Then we can celebrate it. But she's still in the House of Representatives. Let's see where she's got there. Live results. USA Today hasn't called it yet. No, they're not giving it to us yet. Let's go to CNN. Cornyn and Paxton will advance to Texas primary runoff, and CNN projects Tallarico leads Crockett. So, North Carolina primary, Michael Whatley wins over Don Brown. Okay. Lauren Buchholz to win North Carolina redrawn district. Mark Teixeira to win GOP primary contest in Texas 21st district. That's not a surprise. Dallas County confusion should not have surprised the Crockett campaign. The confusion in Dallas County tonight should have been foreseen by Jasmine Crockett. Campaign should have been laser focused on the following: turning out voters. The new laws took effect. Aggressive voter outreach. Well, Dan Crenshaw had troubles with his MAGA movement before his primary against Steve Toth. This guy's a fraud too. Man, such a loser. Cornyn says character is on the ballot ahead of the runoff with Paxton. Well, Paxton should win that race. Bobby Polito wins Democratic primary 15th district. Tallarico campaign is thrilled with his performance tonight, but treading carefully. Wow. But they're not telling us what the results are here. Disenfranchised. Because they didn't vote for this loser, they've been disenfranchised. Voters in Dallas County reported being turned away from polling places amid confusion over new election day rules that separate Democrat and Republican voters. Democrats requested initially received an extension from a judge to extend voting by 2 hours. Texas Supreme Court late Tuesday stayed the court order, ruling any votes cast by people not in line by 8 p.m. should be separated. Wow. Chip Roy in a runoff. Gina Hinojosa will win the Democratic primary for governor. So where's the projections? I'll go to the New York Times because this CNN is useless. So New York Times, they usually have pretty good election coverage. New York Times. Where is it at? Texas GOP Senate primary advances. Democratic race. Okay, full results. Okay, Texas. Let's go to Texas. All right, here we go. Texas primary election results. John Cornyn got 42%. Paxton got 41%. Hopefully Wesley Hunt's votes will go to Ken Paxton to make the difference in the runoff. So Cornyn won in the metropolitan areas, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin, Corpus Christi, but in El Paso. But in the rural areas, Paxton won. Yep. So Tallarico is way ahead of Crockett by 90,000 votes with 70% of the votes in. Crockett won most of East Texas, which is where lots of black folks live. People voting with their skin color here, not for the talent. House races. Here we go. So these are primary races, by the way, folks. Yep. So some are decided already, but not all. Governor, Greg Abbott won overwhelmingly in the Republican primary. And Gina Hinojosa won overwhelmingly in the Democratic primary. So Abbott won everywhere, 82% of the votes amongst Republicans. So she won everywhere too, except for Angela Velasquez won up in the north. She must have some support up there, way up here. Oh, there's 2 votes in, that's why. That's not right. Oh, more totals coming in now. Okay. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, not a surprise, 85%. And in the Democratic primary, there were 3 running. So Attorney General, Ken Paxton's not running again. So Republican primary, Chip Roy was running for that. That's the member of Congress, Chip Roy. And he is not in first place. Wow. Look at that. 70% of the votes are in. And he's way behind. 156,000. That's too far to catch up, I think. Even though the percentages are close, that's a lot of votes. Makeup. Democratic primary. Got more votes than these. Got 1.6, 1.5. State legislature. Other races. Appeals court. Comptroller. Don't really care about that. Land commissioner. Well, that's important. Land commissioner. Yep. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Agricultural commission is agriculture commissioner Tucker Sheets. Okay, Sheets is the guy I met. So Nate Sheets, look at that. I met Nate Sheets. He came to my meet and greet. Nate Sheets running for the Agriculture Commission. 72% of the votes in. He's up by about 94,000. So Nate Sheets is leading here. Well, we just lost 0.1% there, but he's doing quite well. And so, yeah, he's not even doing that well in Dallas area, which is where I saw him at over here in Dallas. He's winning. Actually, he's winning there. Sorry, my bad. He's winning there heavily, 63%. It's the rural areas who's not doing so well. Yep. Dallas County's winning by 26 points. And Harris County's winning big time. Wow. 112,000 votes. Yeah. So there you go. So that's the guy I met. Nate Sheets. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. All right. So Paxton, more votes coming in over here for the Senate race. Okay, now let me get back to the check on the other races here. So North Carolina, let's take a look at that, and then we'll see how Trump's endorsements are done. North Carolina, here are the results for the Democratic primary. Roy Cooper overwhelmingly ahead, 92% of the votes. Republican Michael Whatley is winning over Donald Brown heavily. House races, there you go. Court of Appeals, Supreme Court. Okay, not much else we were interested in there. So what else? Trump's endorsements. Let's see who people Trump endorsed. Trump has endorsed 35 incumbents, 17 won, 16 were uncontested, 2 races still uncalled for. So 33 of the 35 races Trump endorsed are winning. He's endorsed 11 challenger, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have won. 6 are still undecided. Look at that, 11 challengers. So Trump endorsed 46 candidates in total. This one, this guy he endorsed, he's trailing. 2 lead, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are leading that he endorsed, and all the rest have won. So Trump's endorsement, all the Republicans are losing. Republicans are losing. Well, these are Republican primaries, so bear that in mind. But still, Trump has no power. Well, of the 47 candidates he's endorsed, all but 6 have won. 41 of the 47. That's a pretty good track record right there. And the rest are still winning. Only 1 is trailing. Yep. American politics are not that complex, but Americans usually don't understand it because they didn't pay attention in civics class. No, Jasmine Crockett's still around. She's a member of Congress. This was to run for the Senate seat. She overplayed her hand. She's wildly unpopular. She's a scumbag and of high order. People know it. So nobody's buying her bullshit. So yeah, Jazzy Crockett's losing big time. Yep, she's losing. Did you get your clarity on the dates you're consulting with War College? Oh, no, that's what I got stopped on. I knew that already, so shoot, let me look for, that's what I'm looking for. Hang on. Hazeman, let me get this down. Okay. think March is 23rd. April's what I got to figure out. Okay, so 27, 24 to 26 is when we're doing this. 23 to 26, okay. And 6 to 10 and the 13 to 17, so that means I've got 24, 27, so I've got the beginning of April I can deal with, so I can travel beginning of April. Okay, so that's helpful. Whew. I gotta go to the restroom here, so, yep. I think these are the dates I need to work on now here, so let me just print this out. Okay, so I've got that. It's warm in here tonight. Hang on a second. Oh, boy. I'm related to 25 famous people. Really? I don't know. See who my relatives are. Okay? FamilySearch.org. Oh, come on. So let's see if I can find... Now it won't let me end documents. Why won't it just take me there? That's annoying. I don't have it there. Shoot. This is messed up. So, a new password. Okay, who am I related to? You guys ready for this? Okay, you guys want to see who I'm related to? Famous in America? Song linked to a song. Like YouTube, listen to songs, actually made songs with the Grateful Beyond Trade. Where did you send me the song at? So, famous relatives. You guys ready for this? You want to see my famous relatives? Tell me if you do. Actually, I got to make a new file here. Hang a second. File, new window. To reset my password because it wasn't there. Okay, so what did you guys say? Did you want to see it? Okay, here we go. So these are people I'm famously related to who are famous. Okay, this isn't everybody, but these are people who are linked to me by DNA. Okay, here we go. Jane Austen is my 5th cousin 9 times removed. Lucille Ball is my 6th cousin twice removed, so that's much closer. Abraham Lincoln is my 7th cousin 4 times removed. Emily Dickinson, my 7th cousin 5 times removed. King Franklin Delano Roosevelt, my 7th cousin 4 times removed. Helen Keller, my 7th cousin 4 times removed. George Washington, my 8th cousin 6 times removed. George chopped down the cherry tree. He's my cousin. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird, 8th cousin 3 times removed. Walt Disney, where's my money from Disney, man? My 8th cousin 3 times removed. Wilbur Wright, my 8th cousin once removed, just once removed. Charles Dickens, the famous writer, 8th cousin 6 times removed. Sir Winston Churchill is my 8th cousin 3 times removed. John Wayne is my 9th cousin once removed. Shirley Temple, former ambassador to Czechoslovakia and child actress, my 9th cousin twice removed. Susan B. Anthony, the suffragette, 9th cousin 5 times removed. Bob Ross, American painter. That's the famous Bob Ross who does the paintings. He's my 10th cousin once removed. Grace Kelly, the Princess of Monaco. Princess Kelly is my 10th cousin 4 times removed. Bruce McLaren from New Zealand, the Formula One racing legend, 10th cousin. Adam West, Batman, my 12th cousin. Dwight David Eisenhower, my 12th cousin, twice removed. And Queen Elizabeth II, my 12th cousin, twice removed. You were looking for Maggie Thatcher, but the Queen is my cousin. So that means that Andrew is also related to me. Ugh. Yes, the Queen. Betty White. Oh, I've always had an affinity for Betty White. She's my 13th cousin. And Booker T. Washington, American educator, leader, and spokesman for Black Americans. Booker T. is my 14th cousin. And Ginger Rogers, my 14th cousin as well. And finally, Yakumo Kuozomi is my 14th cousin. Japanese writer who had Anglophone in him. That's the relationship. Ain't that something? You think Sydney Sweeney's got good genes. Chris has got good genes too. Yeah, boy. Yep. So this is how we're related. Okay? 13 generations for me, 11 for the Queen. So, all the way back to Miles Sandys and Hester Clifton in the 1500s. In the 1500s, that's how we're related. Queen Elizabeth II is my 12th cousin twice removed. Wow. Now you know why I'm so great, so good looking, huh? Abraham Lincoln. Check this out. So Lincoln is my 7th cousin, and our link goes back to the 1500s. Philibert Cogan and Andy Marshall. Yep. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's the ones they know about. There's more, I'm sure. I want to check out the Jane Austen one. That one's one I don't know. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I said, I've always told people to do genealogy. For Anglo-Saxon, you're North America, the odds are you are related to someone in the royal family going back. It's just the way things work out. You're related, no, he's related to Adam. That's good. 8 times removed, that's a generational thing. A generational. So, yeah. Yeah, it goes off a line. So let me explain that. We use AI. Explain. A 5th cousin 9 times removed is someone with whom you share 5th great-grandparents, but who has separated you by 9 generations. See? So some generations, they have kids earlier, some later. So, yep. Wow. Ecuador. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, how cool is that, guys? Is anybody impressed? I'm also related to Cary Grant, but they're not showing that here. Abraham Lincoln. So let's check out the George Washington relationship. Goes back a little further. So George and I share the ancestors William Spencer and Agnes Heritage back in the 15th century. It took 7 generations for him to get there, 13 generations for me to get to Mike. Because he died a couple hundred years ago. So my 8th cousin, 6 times removed. Wow, wow, wow. How cool is that? Yep. And Walt Disney, that one's one I want to see too. Wilbur Wright, that's an interesting one. Now, here one's my 8th cousin, 3 times removed. Walt Disney and I share Nathaniel Bliss and Catherine Chapin. Chapin. Yep. Walter Elias Disney. Pretty cool. And then one more we'll look at here. Wilbur Wright. That's another one I want to see. So, also the 15th century. 1579, 1582. Yep, these are deep roots. I have ones that are much closer. Cary Grant is a much closer cousin to me. I don't know why it's not showing up here. They look like they're doing the deeper stuff right now. Genghis Khan. I don't know about that. Sydney looks better in jeans, though. Yeah, Utopia, you didn't see me in my 20s and 30s. You think Sydney's got it going on? A little junk in my trunk, too. And that flat belly, too. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not related to Jan van Riebeck, sadly. I'm not related to Jan van Riebeck. Yes. All right, guys, 2 hours. We're going to wrap it up here. See you Wednesday's busy day, early news broadcast, then Ronaldo, and then later in the day it's radio. It's the 250th show, for the Common Sense Conservatives, and we have a special guest. So Niels Haystick will be on the program talking about his experiences in South Africa FG coming to New Hampshire. He'll be in the studio. I believe his wife will be joining him, but he'll definitely be in the studio and really looking forward to it. He'll be there with my co-host John, and I have the lead for Wednesday evening, so you should check it out. I know a lot of people will be sleeping when it's on, so you can always watch it after the fact. Just go watch it. Yep. Beatrix Potter also was inspired by staying at some relative's farm, I think. So, yep, for her stuff. What about the Hemsbach? What are you talking about? Where's the Hemsbach? We don't have any Hemsbach up there, do it? He's not out right now. We'll put the Hemsbach back. So it's ironic that I have George Washington bust up there because it turns out he's my cousin. Okay. All right, cool. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done it already. Let's see how we're doing here. A little bit of super chat revenue. 223 likes, a couple membership renewals. Thank you all. Have a lovely night, and I'll see you later. Wow, right behind the ball. Mine what ball, man? There's no Hemsbach down here. What you're talking about, man. Those are trolls. Those aren't Hemsbach. I'm also related to William the Conqueror. Absolutely. Yep. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks. Be sure to take care. All righty. What happened to all the rich people? All the rich people stopped watching the show. We need to get them back. Get the rich people back so they can start super chatting again. Cheers.